Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and I'm coming to you today with, I guess, is going to be a mailroom video, a mean comments of the week video, and a garage gun talk. Let's talk the garage gun talk first, and literally we're going to be talking about the garage. I had mentioned in a previous video that I am working diligently on cleaning up the garage and making it look a little bit nicer and being able to use more space in here. You guys know I have that little alcove back there in the back of my garage that's usually just kind of full of junk and stuff that we just didn't have another place for. But I have been very diligent in trying to get a little bit out of there all the time. And as you can see, it's coming together. So all that stuff that used to be on the shelves and on the workbench is now gone. Things are organized. So now I can use that space for cleaning guns, working on guns, just more room for me to be able to do stuff instead of just doing it all like right here. So I think it's looking a little bit better and a little bit more presentable. But I spent, 3 or 4 hours this morning cleaning all that up. So threw a lot of stuff away. I still got some more runs to the dump to do. And but I organized a lot of stuff, cleaned a lot of stuff. Feels really good. Feels really good. But of course, when I'm doing that, I'm not filming videos. But I have a lot of videos to make. But as soon as I get done uploading this and editing this video, I'll get right on that. I think I'm going to work on the script for the Glock 41 review next. So that's kind of the garage gun talk. I also want to talk about why I haven't been making a lot of videos on this channel lately. I think I mentioned it's just a crazy month here, not at the Texas Gun Vault, but in my personal life. I'm a professional musician, and I am doing so much. This week, I am working virtually every night. I'm playing in a musical. It's called The Newsies, which I guess is kind of a Disney musical or something. I'm kind of a hired professional for this orchestra, because they always hire a kind of a professional like studio orchestra for this school's musical performance, and then they go all out. I mean, it's amazing what these kids can do. So at the end of this video, in case you're interested in seeing what I do for part of my day job, I'm going to tack on a little video of me playing. But you got to understand what it is. It's a studio orchestra, and so all of the instruments are pretty much like in their own separate rooms. I'm in the room with the winds, so you really can't hear the drummer, you can't hear the bass, you can't hear the auxiliary percussion, you can't hear the piano and the keyboards and the synthesizer, and you can't hear the strings. But you can hear me, the trumpet, I think the saxophone kind of in the background, and you can't hear the singers either, because everything's run through, for us, through these in-ear monitors. So if you look closely, you'll see I'm wearing like these little things in my ears. So I can hear the whole orchestra, I can hear the full mix, I can hear the cast, I can hear the talkback, but you just hear me playing. So we're playing some, I think I recorded it last night on my phone, so we're playing some like scene change music or something, or a playoff where they got done with a scene and they're playing off, and we're playing this little upbeat kind of thing. So I'll tag that on to the end. Some people are just curious about what I do and like to hear me play. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but thought I'd give you that. All right, so now let's talk about the mailroom stuff. My subscriber, Doc Camp, messaged me and said, hey, you have something coming to your P.O. box, be on the lookout. And I hope you don't already have one. And I was like, wow, okay, cool. I love getting stuff from subscribers, even if it's just like letters or anything that I can produce, like a little video here. I still have no idea what it is. I did kind of cut open the box so I can easily open it on camera. But man, this is the smallest... Man, that is the smallest click and ship label I have ever seen on this. So I have no idea what is in here. So let's go ahead and open it and see what Doc sent me. Has a little note here. Let's read the note first and see what it says. It says, has the date 2/10/25. Hi, Jason. Hope you don't already have one of these. Best, Doc Camp. So nice little note. So let's find out what he sent. Oh, it is a challenge coin. What challenge coin is this one? Oh, this was actually kind of interesting. I talked in a recent video about how I recently got a like a little challenge coin holder for my hold-up displays. You can probably see it over there. It's right underneath the logo. But I only have like 3 challenge coins that people had sent me. So I bought like a little cheap Amazon challenge coin holder. This is the Wilson Combat Division 77 Project 1 challenge coin. Now what's really interesting about this is I recently reviewed, or I filmed the review. You guys haven't seen it yet. For the, not Daily Defense, the Division 77 Wilson Combat Project 1. And in that package, the presentation package that was lent to the channel from my friend D, it actually came with a challenge coin. Now, obviously, I wasn't going to keep the challenge coin. It belongs with the gun. But I did see one of these in there. So it's really cool to have this, and it's a really nice challenge coin. Let me go ahead and show you here kind of close up. Wilson Combat Division 77. And here is the back. Yeah, that is really nice. It's kind of cool that it's a challenge coin for a gun I just reviewed. And it is an awesome pistol, by the way. That Division 77 is something really, really cool. So this challenge coin is going to go up there on the display. So thank you, Doc. Let me go ahead and put it up here. And there it is. It kind of hides the other ones in the back, so I'll probably have to move those around. So thank you so much. It means so much to me when people send me like little knickknacks like this. Sometimes I forget how many people get to see me all the time and watch my content. And I know from my personal watching vlogs and people that sometimes you really feel like you get to know people and watch them as they go through their life because you watch their videos all the time, what they talk about, and you interact with them a little bit sometimes if it's not, the channel's not too big. And I forget that there's a lot of people that follow me and kind of go on this journey with me. So it means a lot to me wherever you are. It's really cool when people have commented on my videos saying, hey, I'm watching in Guam, or I'm watching in Panama or Argentina or Germany or the like. It's really amazing. You know what's really interesting? When I go to my analytics, where I can see who's watching the channel broken down by age, age, like country of origin, sex, all that kind of stuff. What's funny is my channel, you won't believe this. My channel is watched by like 99 or 98% men. There's not a lot of girls watching my channel because I'm not pretty, but also it's gun content. But actually, besides the United States, the country that watches the second most is the Philippines, by far. Like, it's like the United States, almost, I'd say it's probably like 80%. And then there's like 11 or 12% that's the Philippines, and then like everybody else. So there's something about the Philippines that they just love American gun culture and content. So thank you again, Doc. It means so much to me. And I'm honored that you would send me that really cool challenge coin. So thank you. All right. And so the last thing I want to do is go over the mean comments of the week. I promised you guys that I would make this. I only got 3 for you. So let's go over these. Let me pull them up here. All right. So this is one on a video I usually don't get a lot of traction for. It's an old review. And it's on the product review for the Walker Razor Pro Slimline Electronic Hearing Protection. And Peter York 4591 said, "Thank you for telling me nothing about how to use the electric muffs. Rest your massive head." Well, I guess in that video I talked about how my head is massive. I am fairly sure that while in that video I did not, show you which button to push, because there's only one button, and then there's an adjustment knob, like for the volume. Like, if you can't figure that out, man, I don't know what to tell you. If you need a video to know how to push a single button, okay, maybe install the batteries, okay? But push a button, and then the same button is the adjustment knob for the volume. Oh, man. I don't know what to say. I guess I go through my life assuming that other people have the wherewithal to figure out things that are self-evident. But apparently some people need their hands held and walk through things. So I'm sorry you don't know how to push a button and adjust the volume knob. I thought literally everybody would be able to, and this is the only complaint I've ever gotten on that video. All right, the next comment, actually, and I forgot to save which video it was on, but I remember exactly which video it's on. It's on my Diamondback DB15 review, and oh my gosh, do I get so much hate on that video. It was a gun that was lent to the channel, and it just did not perform well for me. I thought the gun was overgassed. I had some problems with the trigger. It just was, for me, it was an uncomfortable gun to shoot. It was had like a really harsh stock. Everybody criticizes me on that video, and it's always people that own the gun that want to have confirmation bias that it's an amazing gun, you know. I've had people on that video say, it's just as good as a Daniel Defense. I'm sorry, it's not as good as a Daniel Defense. It's not as good as an LMT or a Knight's Armament. I'm glad yours works well for you. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad it was in your budget. I'm glad you own it, okay? But not everyone's going to like the same thing you like. But this person, David Stevens, 2820, said, this review isn't what I was thinking. I have 2 of them. 2 out of 5 stars. And by the way, sorry, my dog is barking. He always does this when I'm out here filming. So hopefully he'll stop here in a second. And he says, were you expecting a Daniel Defense? For the price, it's a 5 out of 5. Want a better trigger? Put in a single stage drop-in. Want that pad to not hurt? Pop on a buttstock. This is how they cut the price. Come on, man. Well, here's the thing. When it comes to my reviews, I always review the guns as they're lent to the channel. And I think that's really important because if I give the gun 5 out of 5 stars, and then I'm like, hey, the first thing you do when you get one is you need to change this out, change this out, change this out, change this out. Well, what if you don't know how to do that or don't want to do that? Or after you buy an affordable gun because it's all that you can afford, then you have to go out and buy an $80 stock and buy a $150 trigger. And all of a sudden, that really budget gun that you were hoping was going to work well is now getting close to double the price, right? That's not what I'm about. I always review the guns as they are here at the channel. I don't give them a speculative rating going, well, because you can change this out, I'm going to give it a better rating than what it actually is. I'm not going to do that, and that's absolutely stupid and asinine, in my personal opinion. And this is another example of people that buy something and all they want is confirmation bias, which is weird to me. I don't understand why people buy guns and then go on and watch reviews of those guns and then get mad when people don't like them. You've already bought the gun, okay? So obviously you like it, you're happy it works well for you. I try to create content for people that are looking at the gun and to give them an idea of what to think about and also review the gun from an honest perspective. You know, one of the things that I don't like about many YouTube channels, okay? And I'm going to call out one here because it's not me, like, I'm not trashing his channel. I'm not saying he's a bad person, and if you like this person, I think it's great, okay? Hickok45. I do not watch Hickok45 at all because I don't trust him. Not because I think he's a bad person or he's lied to me. It's just that, like when it comes to guns, every time he makes a video, it's the most amazing gun ever. He's out there, you know, he's laughing, ha ha ha, and great. He shoots so many guns well. But why do you think every gun he reviews, he has a great time with? I'm sorry, not every gun is great or built for every person and every personality type and shooting style. Okay, are all guns cool intrinsically? Yeah, they kind of are, even the cheap ones. But, you know, I don't trust reviewers if they never say a negative thing. And people just want that. They just want, and this is where I think that the gun community has been kind of corrupted, and it's kind of been become toxic. And toxic in the way that you can't get any honest information out there. I like it, personally, when I see content creators Not trash a gun. I'm not a big fan of trashing a gun. I like honest debate, saying, hey, I like this about the gun, I don't like this about the gun. That's why in all of my range reports, I have that segment where I talk about the things I like and the things I don't like. And I always try in every review that I do to say something positive and to say something negative. Not that I'm wanting to say something negative, but there's going to be something about the gun. I go, you know what? While the gun overall is 99.9% great, there's this one little thing that maybe I wish they could just tweak a little bit. But it doesn't mean it's a bad gun or it's going to hurt the performance. It's just stuff. And it could be something as silly as the color of the finish. Okay? I just feel like everybody needs that perspective. If everything is gumdrops and rainbows, it's not a real review. But also, conversely, if it's just trash and there's nothing the gun can do right, then it's not a good review either. And while I don't like certain guns like, Kel-Tecs and things, there are things about Kel-Tecs I go, this is good. This is innovative. This is in a cool caliber that you just don't see other handguns in. Something about it that I like, because I do like it. And there's all this I don't like about it. But I just believe honesty is the most important thing. And a lot of people don't like that. And that's why they don't like my channel and they don't like my reviews. And finally, we have on my can and should you convert a Glock to shoot calibers or different calibers. I should probably go back and amend that. Yeah, I need convert a caliber to shoot calibers. Okay. I think it's a terrible title. I don't know why I never caught that. I'm going to change that one. Anyway, it's a video where I talk about going between 40 Smith & Wesson, 357 SIG, and 9mm. And CMT4724 says, you are wrong. The extractor in the 40 to 9 works fine as long as you use a conversion barrel. It is the opposite issue that creates problems. If you put the 9mm extractor in the 23, then it has issues with going back to the 40. Also, the extractor swap is like a 10-minute procedure. Channel blocked. Man, is that an overreaction or what? So obviously in this video, I'm talking about, can you use a conversion barrel or should you use a conversion barrel going between like the Glocks in 9 to 40 and vice versa? And in that video, I clearly say, yes, you can. Okay, and you can go either way. You can have a 40, you convert to 9, or a 9 that you can convert to 40. But the argument that I put in that video is that the part numbers for the ejector and the extractor are different because the size of the case of 9 and 40 are different. So the ejector is a little bit different. The extractor is a little bit different. Now, does that mean that they won't work? No, it's kind of in that gray area where both parts will work, but you might run into some problems. And that's what I say in that video. I say, if you're kind of a purist and you're looking for the most reliable gun, I would not carry personally or use for home defense a gun with a conversion barrel, just because in a life or death situation, you have to make sure that gun is going to go bang every time you want it to go bang. You don't want to click, or you don't want to have to clear a malfunction. And even if it's a 2% more chance that you'll have a problem with a conversion barrel, it's too much for me. I would get the gun and the caliber that I want. Now, for going to the range or just wanting one gun that can shoot multiple calibers, I think it's perfectly fine. And I said in that video, I would suggest, just having the one gun in one caliber, and then if you are going to convert it, change over these parts. But man, channel blocked. Actually, I don't think you can block a channel. I'm not even aware of that possible. I know I can block people, commenters, because I did block this person. I didn't even respond to him. I never respond to any of these comments. But yeah, so he's blocked from my channel. I know that. But anyway, if he doesn't like my content and he wants to get his, panties all twisted up over that, totally fine with me. You can't make everybody happy all the time. And I've given up on that. So anyway, that's what I got for you today. Thank you again, Doc, for that really cool gift to the channel of that challenge coin. Hope you guys are liking the garage. I still have to continue working on it a little bit more, so you'll probably see more things kind of populate the workbench over there. And oh yeah, hope you guys like the mean comments. I always laugh at them. And I'll throw in a little tag here at the end of me playing. But remember, you can't hear the whole orchestra. You can't really hear the strings. You can't hear the percussionists except like off in the background. You can't hear the singers. You can't hear the piano. You can't hear the synth. It's just trumpet, trombone, and I think like the saxophone in the distance. So that's it. So, but you get to see me play. And the cool thing about this show, in fact, tonight I have to go play the show. It's like a 3-hour show. Because the orchestra is in a different room than where the actual musical is going on, because they just pump in the sound and everything is mixed through the soundboard. I don't have to get dressed up. It's awesome. I can literally wear this. I'm probably going to wear a t-shirt and sweatpants tonight to go to work. It's awesome. And I just play the show and go home. It's great. And tomorrow I got 2 shows, I think 3 and 7. And then Sunday I have a matinee, and that's it. And then I'll be done with that. But I love playing musicals. I love musical theater. There's something so cool about being in a pit orchestra and a studio orchestra that I absolutely love. It's just so much fun. I feel like a musical theater is an opera as well. It's like the perfect extension and connection between all of the different art forms, from music to theater to singing to even the artistic work that goes into the props that are built, the scenes, the painters that create the paintings and the backdrops, everything. It's like all these different disciplines in one. And it's just so much fun, and it's great to be a part of it. And this school that puts this on does an amazing job. They spare no expense, no expense. I mean, they even hire, as I said, a professional orchestra. And we don't come cheap. So it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. Good gig. All right, guys, so thanks for joining me here in the garage. Let me know what you think. And as always, wait, there's a word of the day. I have to give you a word of the day. The word of the day is going to be Doc. Doc. D-O-C, because Doc sent me the challenge coin. Plus, if you didn't know, I have my doctorate in music, so sometimes people call me Doc as well. So there you go. Doc is the word of the day. So now let me know what you think in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.